Hey y'all, I know I usually don't make videos like this, but I'm just making this one to let y'all know there will be no more like high school wrestling match or like 132 pound or no more high school wrestling match videos because my wrestling career is over. God, this thing keeps hitting my foot. 1 second. There we go. Yeah, so my high school wrestling career, pretty much wrestling career in general, is over. It ended January 7th at regionals. I got 4th in my district. I'm in my senior year, but I got 4th in districts this past year, and got cooked at regional. I mean, this was my first year ever making it. I knew I wasn't gonna do that good. I knew I was gonna get cooked. You know, I was upset. I was sad. You know, I cried a little bit. I mean, I felt like I could have wrestled better in my last match, but who knows? If I would have shot faster like I felt like I could have, I probably still would have lost. I mean, we don't know, right? So that's pretty much all it is to that. Love this sport. You know, the sport is my first love. Had a good career. Overall, I had 66 wins. I mean, I had 62 losses, but it's still a positive record, right? So, yeah, I did all 4 years, you know, and I'm a pretty good wrestler. I feel like, you know, I'm an all right wrestler, you know. This is no doubt my best year so far. I won I got bronze in my first tournament, and then silver at our home tournament, silver at the Cougar Classic, and then they gave me a 4th place medal at districts, which was really cool because I'm in the toughest district in Texas. So I was glad I got to show that I qualified with that medal. So 4 medals this year. That was the most amount I've ever gotten. I had like 27 wins or 28 wins. I had like maybe 17 losses. This was no doubt my best year. Second best year was junior year. Third best was freshman, and then the worst year was my sophomore year. That year, you know, it was not optimal in the moment, but later it became optimal because I learned a lot that year and locked in junior year. So yeah, the big question that nobody is asking me is, am I gonna wrestle in college? In case you're wondering, no. I'm a Texas wrestler. There's like no teams that have an actual wrestling program in Texas. It's all clubs. You know, I looked into it, and I even reached out to a coach. You know, obviously I never got a response. I don't think they're gonna watch me, but even looking into their like accounts on social media, I saw it's just a club. You know, they're the most likely to bring D1 wrestling into Texas, but they're still just a club. So yeah, this is it. I felt like I was a good teammate as well as a wrestler. I met so many people I'm going to look at as brothers for the rest of my life. This is, it's sad, you know, to see a sport you've been doing for 4 years and it just ends like that. So quick. You know, my coach pulled me in and he told me I had a great career and a great season this year and one of the best wrestlers. Not one of the best. I don't think he said that, to be honest with you, but he said I'm arguably the best wrestler of this year. I wouldn't say I am. I would say I'm like fourth best on the team, depending on all of our performances. Honestly, a lot of people are also tied for 4th, guys. But, you know, overall, I had a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I became an amazing wrestler. I don't know about amazing, but I became a pretty damn good wrestler. And, you know, all this really was for MMA. You know, that's what this was for. You know, I was wrestling 32 this past year. I'm probably going to be up to 45 next week. The bulk has begun. But no, all the work now is all just for MMA. But, you know, I've had a blast. I've had a blast doing this sport. Will always be my first love. I just love this sport, you know. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still gonna participate in it as I can. But it's just a lot of fun doing it. So that's really it. No more wrestling videos. Had fun doing the sport. Love this sport. You know what? I'm gonna show off a few of my medals. I mean, I don't have that many, but I'll show them off. Why not? Okay, so you're going to hear a lot of jingling. Yeah, I'm just gonna put them down and reach down, pick up one. This is my first ever medal. This was freshman year. It was my first varsity tournament. I was ineligible for the first half, so I wrestled a JV tournament. Didn't get a medal there because I had to wrestle up. Then I wrestled the varsity tournament, made weight for 06. Got this medal, went like 2-0. So that was fun. That also ensured my varsity spot. Let me get that out of the way. And then I'm trying to find the second medal I got. There it is. Plano East third place team holiday duels. This was one of my favorite meets ever. It's freshman year, obviously. Wait, holiday duel? That was in December. That was like, I wrestled New Year's Eve, and I wrestled December 30th and then New Year's Eve, which was really cool. That was fun. That was also my coach's birthday, so it was cool to be able to wrestle on his birthday. But we got third place as a team. Luckily, one of the duels we won, counted on my win on the first day, and I clutched up and I ended up pinning the kid, and things were getting heated between our teams because he kept grabbing my headgear. But yeah, so that's pretty much the story behind this medal. I'm trying to bring some light to this video because it's pretty sad. And then those are my two freshman medals, and then I got Rookie of the Year. Obviously, I don't have that plaque. That's my coach's. But sophomore year, like I said, I went like 8-17. It wasn't a good year. It was my worst one, but I still managed to get a medal. I got a bronze medal at the Raider Invitational. It's our rival school, so I went there and I went 2-1. Yeah, I went 2-1. I faced the same kid twice and beat him both times, and he even squeezed my nutsack in the match. It's pretty funny. But yeah, so, and then, like I said, I know junior year I said was my second best year, but I didn't get any medals. Coach said I was the fourth best guy ever that year. So, yeah, so this is bronze at Timber Creek Invitational. Even says third place on the little thing. This was the first tournament of senior year. It was a really good tournament. I went 3-1. The only reason I won my Constellation Semis match is because I got mad at the guy, and then he beat me next week at the tournament in the Constellation Semis. Pretty ironic. The only reason I was in the Constellation Semis was because my coach made me choose bottom on a guy I was beating the crap out of, but that's in the past, right? We all make mistakes. I've made plenty of mistakes this year. I learned from all of them. But yeah, so that was my first medal this year. My second one was our home tournament, silver. I was on a roll. I honestly shouldn't have won in the semis, but I eked it out just barely. I had better cardio and outlasted the guy. And I got second, faced a state alternate in the finals, and he cooked me the year before in the Constellation finals, and then he cooked me this year in the championship finals. It was all good though. I didn't really care because I got second. You know, I medaled. A medal is a medal. I didn't get any goals this year. What is this? Oh wait, no, that's the last medal I got. This is not the last medal. This is second to last. This is my favorite. This isn't my favorite medal. It's my favorite looking medal. Look at that. Look at that. Look how cool that looks, dude. This is the coolest looking medal I've gotten. I saw one on Instagram. It was like it was like a headgear. That one was the coolest one I've ever seen. But this is the coolest one I have. And it was the Cougar Classic. It was fresh off of a few snow days as well. So the kid, I went 2-1. It was an 8-man bracket. Won my first two matches. I wouldn't say the first one was pretty convincing. The second one was I would say it's pretty convincing. I started off kind of slow, but then picked it up. And then I had really the best match of my life in the finals. I lost, but God, we were just neck and neck, and we're tied. And the kid was a lot stronger than me. He was a lot stronger. I feel like he may have been more experienced. I'm not sure. But we were tied, and I was shocked because I did not think. I mean, kid had a thicker beard than Santa Claus. I don't know about that, but we were just hanging on. I was just hanging on to him, trying to send it to overtime so I can get back on my feet because I was scoring. I scored two takedowns on this guy. So I'm trying to just hang on, and he has this last explosion. He gets his second win. He gets up and he scores. And I just wrapped around like his ankle, and I think he got behind me. Ended up winning by 4. I don't think he got behind me. No, yeah, I think I just wrapped around. He couldn't get behind me, and he won by 1 point. He got up and he celebrated, and I was kind of just sitting there, and I was kind of like, I was making a joke. I was doing like this, saying, he's shooting up, but obviously I don't think he was. Me, maybe. You never know. I've faced guys who aren't steroids before. But I was doing that as a joke, and everyone was on their feet cheering, so people were laughing. It was a great match. This is my last medal. I got this one like a week ago at Districts. This is my favorite. Like I said, not my coolest looking, but this is my favorite because of the meaning. Ever since freshman year, I've had a goal to make it to regionals and qualify. And I finally did it, and this medal shows it. On the back, it says UIL District 6-6A Varsity Boys Wrestling, 4th place, 132 pounds, 2025. This medal means the most to me. This is my most special, and the medal I hold dearest to my heart. It means the most. Because it shows I completed my goal. And obviously the ultimate goal is to make it state, right? But regionals is a huge step because regionals is 100% of wrestlers in Texas. They all go to their district, their respective district. But out of let's say there's 10,000 wrestlers in Texas. That's an insane number. Maybe there's like 5,000. Let's say there's like 5,000 wrestlers in Texas, right? I think that's the number. There's 5,000 high school wrestlers in Texas on varsity. All of them go to districts, and only 25% of them go to regionals. The moment you qualify for regionals, you're in the top 25% of wrestlers in Texas. Out of those 25%, now only 5% of them go to state. If you make it to state, you're the top 5% wrestlers in Texas. That is insane. I was in the top 25% this year. I'm proud of that. I feel like that's really good. My coach says you're either, I don't agree with this fully, but I agree with it to an extent. He says you're either average, above average, decent, and elite. I think that's what it is. Wait, no, you're either average, above average, amazing, and elite. I feel like I was amazing. This is my ring finger. This is not my middle finger. I'm not flipping y'all off. I would never. But I'm here. I'm elite. I feel like. I'm amazing. I don't think I'm elite. I'm amazing. If I was elite, I'd be in state or something. But to be an amazing wrestler is amazing. It's great. It's absolutely lovely, and this medal proves that. That's why that means the most to me. But I've had a career I'm proud of. This means there's so much to me. The sport. I love the sport, and it's gotten me ready for MMA. And I guess I'll name some top moves of mine. Why the hell not? My double leg is my best standing move. Best one on the ground is probably, might be the barbed wire. It's 3. It's half leg flip, bulldoze, or the barbed wire. Those 3 are really nice. I hit a few cradles, but not a big cradle guy. But yeah, I love this sport. Got a Letterman out of it, got a little patch, got some patches, these don't really mean anything. sign these up on the paper, you know. I'm a pirate. I'm a wily pirate for life. And this sport has meant so much to me. I give it my all, and now that, you know, it's the end of an era. It's sad. I cried, you know. At regionals, after my last match, I just cried at my coach's shoulder. But now the journey to MMA starts, y'all. So just, the sport, I love it. You know, and I hope that a lot of the people I taught on my team this year carry on. I don't even care if they carry on my legacy. I hope I just help them become better wrestlers. That's my goal. My main goal as a senior is to be a leader. Even though I wasn't a team captain, honestly, team captain is just a title. It doesn't matter if you decide even or odds before a duel. If you go out there and you shake the other team captain's hand and say, oh yeah, we'll be odds, or oh yeah, we'll be evens. That doesn't matter. What matters is that you're a good leader, and you don't need to be a captain to be a leader on your team. You don't. I took plenty of people under my wing and motivated them and made them better wrestlers and pushed beyond their limits. And I'm happy to do that. And I was an amazing wrestler. I'm glad I was. That's it for today's video. Or well, not really today. I don't make daily videos, but that's it for the video. Had a great high school career. Best 4 years of my life so far, right? The best 4 years of my life. Wrestling is my favorite sport ever. My first love. I'll always love this sport. And I hope a lot of the people that join the program I was a part of enjoyed as much as I did. I hope they enjoy it more than I did. I mean, I don't know if they can, right? But I was an amazing wrestler. I was glad I was. And I was glad I met the people I did on this team. I love this sport. Wrestling will always be my first love. It's sad, man, just watching it go away, you know? Sport means so much to me, but that's it. I'm yapping, you know? I made it to regionals, y'all. My goal is complete. It's time to close the chapter, you know? And it hurts. I'm gonna miss this sport a lot. I really am. But the bulk has begun. The bulk. And I'm ready to just get ready for MMA now. Wrestling, though. Dear wrestling. I love it. I love the sport. Best sport ever. My favorite sport I've ever been a part of. It's changed my life. And, that's pretty much it. The main message I want to get across, wrestling is my first love. That's it. Wait, that's actually not it. I forgot to mention, I'm also in the toughest region in Texas. I said I was in the toughest district in Texas, went on to regionals, and then I was in the toughest region in Texas. That's why I was kind of expected I was getting cooked. Toughest district in Texas, toughest region in Texas. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's why I was really expected to get beat, you know. I thought I was gonna go 1-2, but you know, being in the toughest region in Texas is insane. All tournaments, I didn't go 0-2, not once this year, and I was proud of that. And then I met Owen at regionals. I mean, you're thinking, who's Owen? Is he a good wrestler? Yeah, 0-2. That's who Owen is. Owen who? 0-2. I met him I met that dude at regionals for the first time this year. I've re-met him since junior year. I hadn't seen him, and I saw Owen. Owen who? 0-2. Nah, but toughest region in Texas, toughest district in Texas. I got fourth, and made it to regionals. I made it to regionals. I made it past districts. Only 25% of wrestlers in Texas can do that, and I was in the toughest district in Texas. And then I kicked the regionals, went 0-2. Doesn't matter. Toughest region in Texas. Now that is it. Okay, there we go.